Good afternoon, everybody. This is Irene Weisman, immigration attorney. Today is Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. So today, something very good, very positive happened to one of my clients. So this is a mother of a U.S. citizen, and she has long ago, more than 10 years ago, she has submitted an immigrant visa petition on behalf of her adult married child. Okay, and we have now received notice from the National Visa Center that the case was created, the priority date is current, and we can start processing this case. So the point of the story is, I'm going to get into the visa categories right now, but really the point I wanted to make today was, if you are thinking of sponsoring a family member and they are not your immediate relatives, and only very few categories of family relationships are considered immediate relatives, I'm going to go into that in a second, submit that petition. You don't know what's going to happen 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Life is such a strange thing. It also moves really fast. Okay, so submit that petition. If 10 years down the line your family member decides they don't want to immigrate, they don't have to. Okay, they don't have to process this petition, but maybe they do. Okay, and now it's current and you can move forward with that petition. Okay, so let's talk about who are considered immediate relatives and what are the priority family categories. Okay, so immediate relatives: minor children of U.S. citizens, spouses of U.S. citizens, and parents of U.S. citizens. Okay, those are immediate relatives, and there is there is no waiting game for that category of people. And if you want to sponsor them, then the case is just going to move along, and you don't have to wait. For everybody else, there are we have 4 family categories, and the second one is broken into 2. So the family 1 category is the it's unmarried sons and daughters of adult unmarried children of U.S. citizens. Then we have the second family category, the F2A and the F2B. The F2A is the spouses and minor children of U.S. citizens, and F2B is adult unmarried children of green card holders. Family 3 category is the married adult children of U.S. citizens, and family 4 is the siblings category. Okay, so what does it mean to be in the family category? It means that if you are the petitioner in one of that category, you can petition for your family member, and then you have to wait for the visa to become available. The Department of State provides something called a visa bulletin. You can just go on Google and type in visa bulletin. It will take you right there, and they publish the numbers availability on monthly basis. Okay, so they'll have today's visa bulletin and what's coming up for next month. They'll also have records for all the previous visa bulletins, and you can see what they are processing now. Okay, and when you submit that I-130 immigrant visa petition and you receive the receipt notice back, on top it will have a little tab called priority date, and it will have a date on it. It's usually the date that USCIS has received the application, and it's going to be the priority date on that case. Okay, and that's what you go with when you check that date against the visa bulletin. Okay, so if you have to look on the dates they're processing. If they're you have to be on or before the date that they're processing to be current. National Visa Center is usually pretty good at notifying you that the priority date is current, and you can start processing the case. For that to happen, so first, when you submit the application with USCIS, that that I-130 immigrant visa petition, if you the petitioner, the U.S. citizen or the green card holder, change your address, you have to make sure you notify USCIS. Once they approve the case, once USCIS approves the case, they're going to move it down to the National Visa Center, okay? Especially if you indicated that your relative is abroad, okay, then, and you're going to be processing abroad, they're going to move the case to the National Visa Center. You'll receive an email from the National Visa Center. The National Visa Center processes everything electronically. Sometimes you may receive a paper document stating that the visas are available, you can start processing the case, but the actual processing, it's all going to be electronic, okay? But typically you'll receive an email, some sort of notice from the National Visa Center stating that they've received the case has been created, there are no visas available, and they will keep you updated, and they will remind you for you to keep them updated if anything changes on your end. For example, if you have changed your address, let them know, okay? There is so they don't have a dedicated email right now. What it is it's like a tool. It's called Ask NVC, and like you fill out like a questionnaire type of thing where you put your name, your relative's name, and their date of birth, your date of birth, the country, and then there is on the bottom, there is like, you can comments, questions, whatever, so you can put whatever you want to ask them, however you want to update them, you will put that information over there, okay? And NVC is going to receive it, and they will respond to you, okay? Maybe not right away, maybe it will take them a couple of days, but they will respond to you. They're pretty good at responding back to such inquiries, okay? So please make sure you keep the National Visa Center updated with the change of address or any change of information. If there are any major changes, such as death or birth, that those types of things definitely implicate the case, and if should that happen, you probably want to speak to an attorney, especially if there is unfortunately a death. Then it's a whole different case, and we can ask for possibly reinstatement of the petition based on humanitarian grounds when the death of the petitioner happened. Whole other topic, okay, to be discussed at a later time. But it's up to you to keep the National Visa Center updated with any changes that may happen, okay? So if you have a family member and you as a family unit, you are talking about possible immigration to the United States, maybe down the line, submit that petition, okay? Never know what's going to happen. Life is a box of chocolates, right? As Forrest Gump used to say. So submit it, let it be, see what happens. Again, if it's an immediate relative, then you can process right away. If it's one of the family priority categories, then you just never know, okay? I just know that these family categories exist. There is no straightforward path, and there are some rules that exist with that type of immigration. It's good to speak to an attorney if you are in that situation, or if you have that type of a case, okay? But sooner or later, if you did submit a petition, that petition is going to become current, and you will receive documents for further processing, okay? So that you can move forward. Have a great day, everybody. This was Irene Weisman, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.